the shacklemen. Oh.
Hello and welcome to the Keeping It Simple Challenge 10 solution. We're going to start off with by taking a key that we know works on our cuffs. Now in front of us I've got K.I.S.S UK, K.I.S.S US and TCH 850. So these are both known as the UL one. You can tell if you've got an American one because of this particular logo. Right, and if you've got the English one, you'll notice that there is no markings apart from a serial number, and the indication that it's K.I.S.S is on the back. And if you have a TCH, right, you will have TCH and the model number written on, as well as on the back the logo TCH. So let's reset these. So let's just prove that our key works in all three first, and then reset them back to the folded position. And so we go over to here and resetting, and then we're going to talk through what our design is going to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and make our key a lot smaller than it should be. So we're going to get rid of the excess, and the easiest way to do that is remove the bow. Now we also want to keep as much at the bottom, so we're going to make a tiny T. So we're going to go straight line across there, and we're also, to make it easier to slide in, we're going to take what they call a back slice, right, and we're going to take the back corner off at a 45 degree, so it'll be easier to slide in. Now the tools that I'm going to use, because I'm not fancy, is I'm going to use a junior hacksaw and a file, right, and then hopefully we'll have a nice working solution. So watch this space whilst I go and slice bits up, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so the first stage of brutality has occurred, and we've now got a T shape. What I would recommend is that you remove all your sharp edges with a little bit of filing, right? And if you're going to be using this frequently, then I would suggest that you could probably use some silver steel wool, the old polishing trick, so it comes nice and smooth. But that's going to be smooth on my fingers, so that's perfect. Now all we need to do is get rid of that back corner, and the easiest way to do that is to put it in a vise, set it at 45 degrees, and then file down. You don't want to go too far because you don't want to impact on the blade, because that will affect how it opens up the cuff. So let's get to it. Okay, so we've made our T-piece, and as you can see, we've sliced the back corner off. So that means that it'll now be able to elegantly slide in, he says confidently. Right, so I suppose we better see if it will work. So the idea is that whilst it's in this splayed position, we're going to come in like so, balance in, and then we'll be able to get the cuff back over, if I can get it lined up, like so, and then we've got enough for the T-piece to actually turn it either which way. So let's just do a quick prove-in to make sure it still works on the cuffs, because otherwise that would be silly. And so far so good. So far so good. Okay, so here's what I prepared earlier for resetting and for setting the double lock, because obviously we can no longer set the double lock with that key. And I suppose you better check to see if it works and if we can get out. So let's start off with this is the K.I.S.S UK UL1. So the challenge is get the cuff, stick it on, set the double lock that's closest to the wrist, like so. You need to make sure that you have got a finger gap there. That's so that you can do several methods for safety should you need to. We're going to splay it. We're then going to insert our tool, or a modified key per se. Right, so just get it in there. It's going to be a bit fiddly, especially seeing as I'm putting it in the wrong way round. Generally, inserting a key, you need to line it up the correct way, as a rough rule. Okay, so there we go. And it goes. Oh, again, fumbling around like a teenager in the dark, but we've got the key in. We'll then turn it at 180 degrees round, so it's gone this way round to reset the double lock, and then to get the single lock we come all the way back round, and that's the cuff removed. So that is the K.I.S.S UK. Now let's go with K.I.S.S. These were made by Safariland just after 2009, I believe between 2008 and 2012 as the contracts were up. This was made by Safariland. It is a cool cuff because it's a piece of history, and it is a one-to-one copy. I think they were quite upset when they realised that TCH could do it. One of the other key factors is that check out that double lock bar. It's square compared to circles on the British one. So there's another way to spot it should you see a photo and you want to know if it's American or not. Double lock set on this side. Right, what we're going to do is flick it around so it comes in view for you. We're going to take our key and then we're going to insert it in. So use that advantage of that back slice. Try and make it so you can see. So it's in, and then undo the double lock, spin it back round, and then that is the single lock done. So that's that cuff. And double lock and single lock. There we go. Right, so finally TCH 850. Let's get these ones on. Making sure I've got my finger gap. Set my double lock. Flick it. Open it. And then get my tool. And in we go. And you'll notice that with practice you get a bit quicker. Oh, I've done the double lock, but I appear to have gone a bit too haywire and got it jammed. There we go. Silly sausage that I am. There we are. Round. Get the key back out, maybe. There we are. And then around on the final one. Just like that. So there we are. That is keeping it simple. Key modification for oops, I've messed up and I've put both on one wrist with the keyholes closed. So there we are. That's the keeping it simple challenge 10. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.